Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Nena. If you are new here, welcome, and if you are not new, thanks for coming back. I've got another guitar video for you guys today because so many of you have been asking me to teach this song on guitar, and so today we are learning the Fate of Ophelia, our lead single, our first track on the album of The Life of a Showgirl. Also, I have been posting a ton of guitar tabs over on my Patreon page if you want to go check it out and see if that's something you're interested in. Because of copyright and all of that, I'm not able to post most of my guitar content on my main channel, so if you guys want a secondary source for all of the guitar content and The Life of a Showgirl, I will link my Patreon down below, but I also do some free posts over there, so you can join for free and see those posts. Okay, the sun is kind of going down, and so we need to do a little adjusting with the lighting. But anyways, let's get into it. So we're going to need our capo on the 5th fret, and the chords that we're going to need for this song are C, A minor, D minor, or you can play D minor 7, and then we've got F sus2 and G sus4. Now, if you want to see the entire tab that I wrote for this song that has all the chords, lyrics, strumming, everything that you need, that is linked down below. You can download it for free. And I've also already posted a full play-along video over on my other channel so that you guys can practice. But let's get into it. So for our intro and our verse, we're going to have one chord progression, and it's going to be D minor, A minor, C, G. And our strumming pattern is going to be down, down, up, down, up. Now each chord is going to get one strumming pattern, except G, we're going to stay on for 2 strumming patterns here. So like I said, you can play D minor or you can play D minor 7, which is basically just our cheater F chord, but you take your 3rd finger off. So most of the time I like to play D minor 7 just because I think it sounds really good with this chord progression, but choose your own adventure. So we've got D minor, and we're going to do down, down, up, down, up. And then we've got A minor, same thing, down, down, up, down, up. And then we've got C, down, down, up, down, up. And then to G, and we're going to play it 2 times. Down, down, up, down, up. And then again. So again, from the top, D minor, down, down, up, down, up. A minor, down, down, up, down, up. C. And then to G. For the intro, I only played G once, but when we get into the verse, that's when we're going to play it through twice. So let's play through this chord progression a couple times. We've got D, A minor, C, G, G, D, A minor, C, so that is the most basic strumming pattern that you could do for this song. So before we demo verse 1, there's one thing that you can do for the intro to kind of lead you into verse 1. And when you get to G, basically what you're going to do is the first part of the strumming, and then you're going to mute to have a second before we jump into verse 1. So that's going to sound like this. So what you're going to do for G is you're going to do down, down, up. And then instead of doing down, up, you were just going to mute the strings. So it's going to be down, down, up, mute. So again, down, down, up, mute. So it's going to sound like this. I heard you calling. So it kind of has that little like pause in the beat before we jump into verse 1, kind of like how it is in the song. So playing through the intro, we've got D minor, A minor, C, and then G. I heard you calling. And then I go into the verse there. So completely optional. You can still play through the entire G chord if you would like to, but that's just a little performance thing I like to throw in there. And then we get into the verse. And so if we want to play through that, we've got D minor, and we're going to do the chord progression 2 times for the verse. And like I said, we're going to stay on G for 2 strumming patterns. So we've got D minor. I heard you calling on the megaphone. You wanna see me all alone. As legend has it, you are quite the pyro. You light the match to watch it blow. And so the pre-chorus, like we lead right into it. And so you start singing the pre-chorus halfway through the second strumming pattern for G. So we've got G, so go. To watch it flow, and it can never come for me. And then we're staying with the same exact chord progression here. We've got D minor, A minor, C, G, and you're gonna do that 2 times for the pre-chorus here. So it leads straight into it. The only difference is that on the first G of the pre-chorus, you're just going to play it for 1 strumming pattern. And then when you get to the second one leading into the chorus, you're gonna do that one twice. So we've got D minor, if you never come for me. I might have drowned in melancholy. I saw my loyalty to me, myself, and I, right before you lit my sky up. And then it goes into the chorus. And what I like to do is you could either strum and cut or single strum for the second strumming pattern for G here. So right before you lit. So strum and cut, or just strum and let it ring out. All the time in my tower. And then it goes into the chorus. So one more time here. To me, myself, and I, right before you lit my sky. We go into the chorus. For the chorus, we've got a little bit of a different chord progression. We've got F, C, A minor, G. You're gonna do that 2 times, and then the second half of the chorus is going to go back to our original chord progression. But it's going to be the same strumming and everything. So we've got F sus2, down, down, up, down, up. Then we go to C, down, down, up, down, up. And then we got A minor, down, down, up, down, up. And then when we get to G, you're gonna play that for 2 strumming patterns. Down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. And then we start at the top. F, C, A minor, G, G. And then we go into keep it 100 on the land, the sea, the sky. And it goes back into the D minor, A minor situation. So let's sing this slowly for the chorus. We've got F. All that time I sat alone in my tower, you were just holding your powers. Now I can see it all, see it all. Late one night you tugged me out of my grin and saved my heart from the fate of Ophelia. And like I said, then it goes into that post-chorus where we go back to D minor, A minor. So 100 on the land, the sea, the sky, pledge allegiance to your hands, your team, your vibes, wherever the hell you've been. And you do that one more time. And then we've got G, where you're gonna do single strum. So dreaming of the fate of Ophelia. And so I kind of like to let it ring. And then you kind of mute, and then it goes into verse 2. The eldest daughter of a nobleman. And then it goes back into it, so that part would be like, be the sleepless night you've been dreaming of, the fate of Ophelia, the eldest daughter. And then it goes into verse 2. And verse 2, pre-chorus, all that is going to be the same. And then we have the bridge, which is literally just we're continuing the same exact chord progression, D minor, A minor, C, G. And what you can do for this part is just single strum the first part here. So D minor. 'Tis locked inside my memory, and only you possess the key. No longer drowning in the sea, all because you came for me. I'm singing it in an octave higher because it's way too low for my vocal range. So you can single strum the first part, and then the second half, you can pick up the strumming a little bit. Locked inside my memory, only you possess the key. No longer drowning in the sea, all because you came for me. And so you can do a little single strum, or you can like build it up. And then you go into the chorus. And yeah, we just play out the entire chorus like we did before. And then on our very last line, I like to single strum it. So we've got the last line here. Sleepless night you've been dreaming of, the fate of Ophelia. D minor. You saved my heart from the fate of treble strum, and that is the end. So overall, this song is pretty simple. I have noticed there are a lot of minor chords in these songs on the album, which is a little different than what Taylor usually goes for, but we love something new. And the reason I chose Capo 5 is that I thought these were the best beginner chords, nothing too crazy. There was a few other versions that had bar chords and whatever, but I thought this one sounded the best and also is the easiest. I also wanted to show you guys one more strumming pattern that you can do that kind of builds off the one that we already were doing. So essentially, let's say we're going into the chorus. So usually we would do down, down, up, down, up. And kind of what I have been doing if I'm rocking out is down, down, up, down. And then to C, up, down, up. And then the same thing for A minor and G, splitting the strumming pattern here. So A minor, down, down, up, down, to G, up, down, down, up. So this one's a little bit more intermediate, but it's really fun. So again, F, down, down, up, down, C, up, down, down, up, A minor, down, down, up, down, G, up, down, down, up. So altogether it sounds like this. So anyways, that one's just kind of fun. But like I always say, choose your own adventure. If there's another strumming pattern that you like that works better for you, do that. They're more of just like a guide, so you guys can kind of have a jumping off point. But that is essentially the entire song. Like I said, I've been teaching a lot of the other songs over on my Patreon page, so if you want to check it out, I will link that down below. Go head over to the play along video so that we can jam together. Thank you guys so much for being here. Let me know if you guys want more guitar content. It has been so long, but I figured with new Taylor Swift songs, I had to come back and teach you guys one of the new songs. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.